What's up, everybody? It's your favorite vision that nobody wants to summon, Spoot from Fort Misery Gaming. Hi. Alright, so it's day 2. I spent more time than I'm willing to admit on camera re-rolling an account to actually have a serviceable account. We ended up with Gilgamesh and Medina as our guarantees, or as our pulls, and then on our guaranteed we pulled Eileen, and then on our ticket we ended up getting Stearns. So pretty serviceable group, very expensive group. Oh boy, very expensive group. So here's War of the Visions. If you played the Alchemist Code, it's pretty similar in function. You get to sort of move around on a grid. We'll play a mission at the end of it, and then I've got a guaranteed summon that I'll do for everybody. But it's not like classic Final Fantasy Tactics, where it's a little more slow-paced. Like, they let you have a lot more fluid control over it. You do have units for days. And as of me recording this, the Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers event quest is going on. If you're interested, you should grind that out, because 15,000 tomestones get you Thancred, who is a very, very strong UR for an extended period of time. He is in the Mog shop under the Shadowbringers event. You'll see it under Tomestone. I can show it to you. Don't talk, show! There's my boy. All 15,000. Ugh. You can also get the replica Lionheart crafting recipe, which actually looks really cool in game. I don't have it yet. I am putting a video together for the commemorative shops, which I will imagine is probably going to come out tomorrow. There are a lot of things that you could invest in that are just gold related that are very much worth investing in. As far as your summons go, so when you finish your beginner missions, which actually aren't here anymore because I did mine, you get a free 10 summon, so make sure you do your beginner missions. And then once you get to a certain point in the story, you will get another 10 pull. For the most part, if you have not re-rolled decent URs, you probably want to. The ones that are good early tend to be good for a long time, and especially considering units tend to be very expensive to upgrade, which is my only real complaint. Getting a dupe is really cool, but it can cost upwards of 500-600 shards for some characters, and for Gilgamesh actually double that for some reason because he's special. So we'll go over a little bit of the menu just so everything. So you can summon for free. If you watch an ad, you've got your challenges, which sort of acts like a bingo parlor. So you fill out these 3 lines, and you get rewards based on them. So, like at this one, you get a summon ticket. At the end of this one, there's some, some decent Vizior in there, pretty good. Another summon ticket, and I think the last one you get Icebrand, which is a pretty decent sword. But you have to complete pretty much each card to go to the next one, and these are generally one and done, so they'll refresh every once in a while with new stuff, but that's pretty much it. Your units are essentially what you would expect. So I've been playing a little bit, I've dumped a little bit of experience. Enhance is your level. Awaken is you can take them up certain job levels, which is how you unlock their second and third jobs. For like Gilgamesh, Winged One is his first job, Time Mage is his second job, and then Soldier is his third. So all of those you can do. Job Enhance down here raises the level of your job. Each of them go up to 6 until you awaken that job, and then it goes further. You've got an ability board, which looks terrifying. It's not as bad as it sounds. There are obviously going to be abilities you want more than others. Like for DPS, you want attack and certain defense and HP ups, like critical hit rate, stuff like that. Luck is pretty good. And then this is where all of your abilities come from too. So once you unlock them on the board, you can use them. So for example, he has Self-Haste and Kotetsu, which is actually a really cool AoE move. And then you can upgrade them here. It's JP, which you just earn in battle. You can see it up at the top. And that's the short version of characters. You can start equipping, or you can start putting swords on them after a couple of missions, but those are usually things that are... You'll craft weapons occasionally, you'll make better weapons, you'll level those up. Those are pretty important to get like extra stats, but I've got a UR sword attached to him, and you'll notice I'm only getting a little bit. Your Trustmaster reward, this is important. So after you limit break 5 and awaken 6, which means you have to get, on him, you would have to get 40 shards times 5, so a lot. That's math. 200 shards? I think it's actually more than that. I think it's 600 to get them completely. And you have to fully awaken them. And you will get their Trustmaster, which in this particular one is an equipment. It's not too bad. Like, the conditions seem to be okay. It'll tell you what jobs can use it. Gives you resistances, of which this one has none. It does give you a crap ton of HP, though. But it only has 1 level. And every character has a specific Trustmaster reward, like we'll go to Eileen. Like, she gets her scanning goggles, they give you accuracy, evade, 350. Like, that seems okay, just because evade is very strong in this style of game. But that's pretty much all for your characters. I will say, sometimes it is better to invest in really solid MRs than it is to go hog wholesale on a couple of URs, because halfway upgrading a UR doesn't really do you as many favors as having one fully maxed character. Like, a fully maxed Medina will be better than any other MR you can get, but she is also significantly more expensive, and the rainbow resources needed to do them aren't common. Like, right now, they have a couple of them on sale since it's the opening of the game, but not crazy. So you've got the arena, which I have not unlocked yet, but you get to do regular arenas, and then you can challenge people in match battles. The arena is just AI teams, so you set your team up to fight another team. It's kind of like it was in Brave Exvius. Farplane is where you do all of your event, your raids, you get all of your awakening materials, you can do co-op stuff here. This is where all of your event quests are going to be, so if you're looking for like day training, you can do these all 3 times a day. All of your pots, all of your gil, all of your growth eggs, all of this stuff can be done. And the main ones can only be done 3 times a day. So get those done. I mean, spend a little bit of time. Every day, they're actually doing the release commemoration. You don't even really have to be a very high level to do them, but they're dropping some decent stuff. Let me see if it gives us a list. So you can get mediums of all of the regular, like Energy Restore, Growth Eggs, Adamantite, Gil Snappers, XPs. You can get upgraded fragments for upgrading your characters. So it's a pretty good look. They're giving you a lot of resources to make your stuff good. Oh, hey, that's where my beginner's hall is. They hit it. So yeah, once you... this is your beginner set of quests. This is on your main menu until you finish it. This sort of gives you an overview of the very basics of the game, like how things interact with each other, how elements work, how poison and status effects work, and sort of how height affects your game. Which is pretty cool. And then they have a whole bunch of like little tips about how things work. You do get a free 10 summon after clearing the 14 of them, so you definitely want to do that. Let's see what else you got. This is something that that Brave Exvius got later on in its life that World of Visions is starting. So you can send characters out to just collect items, and you can sort of select where you want them to go, which is pretty good. So if you're looking for a specific kind of upgrade material, especially for your espers, it's a good look. Here are your equipments. You forge a longsword in the beginning, and then you get Excalibur through your pre-reg logins right now. It's the same as every other equipment builder, so you're not really doing anything in depth. You can level it up, you can upgrade it to the next star level to make it stronger, which essentially just ups its levels by 10, I believe. Yeah, so it's 10. Maxing equipment out is good if it's useful equipment. I wouldn't say you want to do that for every piece. Espers are kind of the same way. So these are all of your summonables, these are all of your secondary cards. You get Siren for free for logging in, and I've pulled some other like okay ones like Iron Giant, Behemoth. The ones you're looking out for are Golem and Ifrit, but you get Siren for free, and she's pretty usable. Here's the Esper training board, which is big. So all of these stats get attached to whatever Esper you have attached to the character. So you can get Beast Killer, which makes you do 6% or 4% or 5% more damage against the Beast-type character. Slash Resistance, which gives you resistance against people with sword-style weapons. Fire Eater, which absorbs fire damage. Stuff like that. So these are all little ways to make certain characters better. Very much so covering certain weaknesses. And leveling them up uses all crysts. It's the same premise. Every specific card... Oh, it crashed. Oh, poopy. Give me a second. We will get back moving. It's only done that to me once. That's crazy. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop. There we go. Did the Wi-Fi go down? No, Wi-Fi's good. My connection failed. Oh, poop. All right, give me 1 second. We're just going to hard restart them real quick. Hey, we did it. There we go. We're back. And it reset my volume and everything, so it is crazy loud. Alright, so we have covered espers. Vision cards are skill abilities that you can kind of equip. They all do something a little bit different. So like the Aquatic Song Cyrus gives you water attack res, and it gives you actual water attack for your party. All of these do something a little bit different. Like you've got the Cactuar one, which gives you critical hit rate up, gives you 4% agility, but it takes away your defense. A lot of these cards are sort of double-edged, so they may give you something really usable and kind of pull back on another stat. So always pay attention to them, and some of them are definitely better for more characters than others. Your friend list is pretty much the same as it's ever been. So you go to friends. After you've had a friend for 24 hours, you can send. They don't let you do, and you can sort of set what you want as far as your gifts go. For the next 6 days, they let you do double the rates for gifts, but not that many people are going to while out and 6 friend and, you know, max friends in a couple of days. So we've got my buddy in Fort Misery. This is Scuba's account that we got. We got our big old boy going. And that's pretty much it. So trading friend coins is a good idea, just because there will be summons for those eventually. Your presence system is as it always is, and then we have your missions, which is very important. So you've got your dailies, you've got your event missions, you've got a Monday bonus, which they'll start doing pretty soon. These are all pretty easy, like multi-quest, you've got an arena challenge, you want a hard quest from Worlds. You also have Milestones, so these give you a large chunk of things once you finish certain parts of the story. You also have them for Farplane, battle, events. Like right now, you've got a whole bunch of little ones for the Shadowbringers event, and then they have the EX version, which gives you a whole lot of tomestones. Good God, I'll have to do those. That's more than I was expecting. And then you have all of your training ones, which these are you're going to do just eventually, like collect 25 units, consume 5,000 Visior, awaken a unit X amount of times, perform 5 limit breaks, that kind of stuff is... You're always going to do that. There is a chat wheel up here at the top left. You can't really see it. You've got, you can do your guild once you get it set up, your multi-channels, or you can just do the world chat. Let's see. Formation is how you have a particular team set up. For example, I have 4 URs and an MR. You can do specific things like add these folks. And it's all pretty standard. Like, as long as you have them equipped, they'll give different bonuses. Let's see, what else? So we'll go ahead and do our guarantee summon on camera for you so you can kind of see what it looks like, and then I'll do a story mission on auto just to kind of show you what it looks like. This is a paid one. I did put a little bit of money in just so I could get, one, a free UR, and two, you know, my stuff. Because I do it for you. I do it because I love you. Gold book, which usually means you're getting a UR. You get to watch your diamond shoot up a bunch of stairs and glow with fine might, and then it turns into a rainbow. We only got one, so let's do that. So that is a vision card. Vow of Love is actually pretty good. Oh, that upgraded to a rainbow. Oh, I got Eileen shards, which is poopy for me. Getting a lot of copies. Oh, there we go. Got a unit. Got Mish. Not too bad. Got Balo. Flag of Fennis. Uni. Got more shards. Let's see what our gold is. Hey! That's the tanky boy! That's Engelbert. He's the best tank in the game for pretty much the foreseeable future. I am wilded out! I did not expect to pull him. Holy crap. Now my account is very usable. Also, that was 2 URs on one banner, which is very impressive. Alright, well, that worked out for me. So I am all about that. We'll do the free commemoration summon. So this is just going to give you, like, a regular goofy unit and some resources. You definitely want to grind that one out every day. It's good to do. Just because having all of these extra items eventually will turn you into a pretty decent plan. Reset is at about 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's whatever that is. 5 Pacific time, so you can sort of do that on your own. I'm on jolly old America time. See, we did a mission, so I'll go ahead and grab that for you. Regular. We performed a normal summon. Yay! We did. We made friends. Yay! Also, the music in this game is wild! And then we will do a little story mission. You can go do World Quest too, but I'll just do, like, a real quick regular story. Sorry, girly. Tank boy's going in. Oh yeah, he can't equip the regular sword. I'll be poopied. So the fastest units go first. The blue area is anywhere you can move them, so pretty standard. You can attack your own party. There are some slightly more advanced tactics for that. So I just move him up to this wolf and hit the wolf. You can also click on the square that you want to go to, which is pretty self-explanatory. All of your map controls are down at the bottom left. We're just gonna hit this man. Hit this poor, poor wolf. He can't attack through people, so he ain't no good. Woo! Bless me. Let's see if we can hit him from here. Let's cast Blizzard! God, the soundtrack's so good. Don't have anything at range, so Gilgamesh will probably end up getting that boy. You pick up treasure chests as is. Height matters for ranged units and for casters. It doesn't really matter for much else. Like, obviously, if you cannot swing at them, you are not going to be able to hit them. No one is going to be surprised by that. Just throwing that out there. I don't think I can even do that. Those are your camera controls. So in case you need to get a little bit closer to like one particular square and it's not being your friend, you can move things around. All right, we can almost kill Wolf Dog. Can't do anything with her because her spell only goes 4. Oh no! We still don't have enough for a limit break. Sad. Maybe he got his. Nope. Alright, so we're just gonna hit this dude real hard. And that is a dead dog. Classic Final Fantasy battle fanfare. So you gain JP for using characters, which goes into their job pool. So these are job points, so that's what you use. You have your regular experience, you've got your gold, and then it features out anything you acquired, which these you use to upgrade characters. You can embark again, you can return to the embark screen to change the team if there's somebody you are trying to use. And that's it. So upsides to the game is it is very easy to get into. It is not particularly difficult as far as the skill ceiling goes. Like, obviously later in the game it can get very hard. And there are some events that start out difficult if your team isn't positioned in a particular way. It does have a lot of moving parts. So having vision cards, espers, equipments, and heroes. Oh, I can join guilds. Oh, we're gonna do it. So I told Stouthelm and Zen that we were going to make a co-guild. We are not going to auto-accept just because I'm going to go ahead and spend my diamonds to do this. We want a different flag, though. Yeah, that's good. The guild one's fine. There we go. We've done it! We've created a masterpiece. So Zenrado and Stouthelm are both going to be joining this along with a couple of our other YouTube buddies, so keep an eye out for it because I got that one guy, Jake, going to be helping me out on this as well. So we did it! We have done the game. So, downsides to the game. Well, what were the rest of the upsides? I mean, it's easy to play. If you like Final Fantasy Tactics even a little bit, this is going to scratch an itch you probably haven't scratched in a while. The skill ceiling is not particularly high. Obviously, it's sort of time invested, because it does have several layers of things you have to manage and upgrade. And you do sort of have to pick the units you want to update. So that sort of sucks, but it's fine. Like, all games with equipment and summons are going to be a little grindy, and that's kind of what you're here for if that's your thing. I will say that there are some banners coming out you should save for. The Final Fantasy Tactics banner, specifically with Thunder God Orlando, is a huge deal. We will also be getting Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 1 at some point. He was a Christmas unit in JP, I believe, so we will be seeing him at some point soon. Downsides being, the UR rates are a little garbage. So pulling a UR is 2% on a good day. Each individual UR pull is like anywhere from 0.40 to 0.50, so it's not a good look. As case in point, I spent about 6 hours rerolling, and I didn't see Medina or Gilgamesh once. And obviously we ended up with them, but it took several hours of rerolling just to get that. Not that I didn't see other URs, but I was chasing 1 rare out of a pool of 10. So I would have entire accounts that wouldn't get a single UR multiple times. So the rates are not fantastic. The cost of upgrading units is very prohibitive. You are not going to be able to max out every UR you get your hands on. Just accept that now, and if that's not the kind of grind you like, I get it. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I understand at least why. I get leader rewards. Oh, hell yeah. I'm in charge, baby. I gotta change my name, too. I didn't edit that yet. And the downsides are pretty much the same as any other grinding. You have to pay a little bit of attention to it. You want to do your dailies, but they have a couple of things past that you want to pay attention to. So if you have a little bit of time and you don't have a main gacha, or if Final Fantasy is just really your thing, it's a pretty good pickup. I will probably be doing this more than 7 Deadly Sins, even though I still plan on doing 7 Deadly Sins content. But this is more my speed as far as game and style and sort of function. So that is it from us. So like, comment, subscribe. Tell us how your summons went. Tell us what's going on. If you want to join the guild, send me an invite and I'll think about it. If you've been real good, you'll get it as a birthday present maybe. Who knows? So that's it. So get your URs, get all your equipment, get all your toilet paper, keep your family safe, and spend a couple of days giving this a test and see if you like it. And it's most important that you really don't get miserable.